just like other sightseers. Youngsters with the world at their feet and not missing 1 second in their tour of exploration. But their destination is not London or even England. They cross the Welsh border to Cardiff. Here, in competition with swimmers from the 4 corners of the British Commonwealth of Nations, they will take part in the Empire Games. Next to the Olympic Games, this is the biggest contest in world amateur sport. And in the pool at Cardiff, the Australian team shows that the hours of training, the scientific bodybuilding, and the planned intensive coaching really pay off. This is the 1650 yards freestyle with John Conrads out in front and forging further and further ahead. It's Conrads Australia first and Gary Winram Australia second. The men's 110 yards. The results in doubt to the last stroke. A thrilling race all the way with only inches in it. But it's Devitt by a touch from Chapman. A clean sweep for Australia. Devitt, Chapman and Shipton, first, second and third. Now the women. The 110 yards freestyle with Dawn Fraser swimming magnificently to smash the World and Empire Games records. And once again, Australia fills all 3 places. Dawn Fraser, Lorraine Krapp, and Alba Cahoon. Other countries are keen to see the Australians, and so it's next stop, Paris. Devitt and Gathercole may have something of a language problem on occasions, but everyone's friendly and it all works out in the long run. While they're asking a gendarme, Beverly Bainbridge and Dawn Fraser meet some fellow Australians who are touring the continent, and they go sightseeing together. The girls, of course, want to see Christian Dior's salon. But the men are keeping well away. It's not nearly so expensive just to look at Notre Dame Cathedral. So, Gathercole snaps a picture, and then he and Devitt go inside to see the stained glass windows which are world famous. They're a wonderful sight as the light pours through them. But it's not all sightseeing. There's work to be done, too, in the Paris pool, one that has long associations for Australia. For it was here in 1924 that Boy Charlton won the Olympic 1500 meters. And here today, Australia's modern distance star, John Conrads, takes the French national title over the same distance, beating the former Olympic champion, Boiteau. Then, in a special exhibition, Brian Wilkinson swims unpaced and breaks the French 100 meters butterfly record. French officials and swimmers study his style closely. From Paris, the girls of Australia's team continue their continental tour, moving on to Amsterdam for the Dutch titles. What a wonderful trip it is. If the satisfaction of record-breaking, the crowd's cheers, and competing against the world's best swimmers isn't enough, a tour like this must surely make all the hard work of training well worthwhile. It's a new world to most of them. And even Ilse left Europe so young that she can remember little about it. With all the other girls, she explores street and canal. outside Rotterdam in Bad Krenoord, the stage is set for more record breaking in the red light of the late afternoon sun. First hits Dawn Fraser in the 100 meters, setting another new world time as she flashes to victory with Lorraine Kraft third. Dawn Fraser takes her place on the victory dais. Dutch girl Kokkie Gastelaars is second, and Lorraine Kraft third. Oops, wrong pedestal. Now the 400 meters freestyle. Ilse Conrads had won this event at the Empire Games, but Dawn Fraser is in superb form, and this time even Ilse can't catch her. Not a great deal in it, but Dawn Fraser takes the title, setting a Dutch national record, with Ilse Conrad second and the Dutch girl Koop third. And so it's time for the girls to leave, and Amsterdam gives them a colourful farewell. Each has become a local heroine, and all of them have helped the cause of international swimming. Meanwhile, the men have accepted an invitation to visit Tokyo and have flown across the pole and down to Japan. Here is a different world from that of London and Paris. New scenes for Gary Chapman to capture with his camera. New shops, new goods for the Australians to add to their great collection of souvenirs. High school youngsters give the team a rousing welcome. At Nara, there's time off to call and feed the famous deer, as well known internationally in their way as the Australian swimmers. At night, back in Tokyo itself, with the neons flashing and the traffic thick on the streets. But sightseeing must end. Tomorrow night, the Japanese titles. And here's the 100 meters backstroke, with giant 6'4" John Monckton ploughing his way to win from fellow Australian John Hares. The Australians have another easy win, as Terry Gathercole outdistances the field in the 200 meters breaststroke. The Japanese, great swimmers themselves, carefully note every detail of the Australian style. The 100 meters freestyle, and almost a repetition of the Empire Games final. A thrilling stroke-for-stroke tussle between Devitt and Chapman. Devitt again wins by a touch. The Australians hand the winner's trophy to the third place getter to hold for a picture. From Tokyo down to Hong Kong. This is to be a trip for pleasure only, a short visit on their way back home. Training and competitive swimming has its rewards, and a tour like this is perhaps the most tangible of them, for it allows youngsters like Gary Chapman and Jeff Shipton the opportunity not only to swim against other champions, but to see places thousands of miles from home. Places like Repulse Bay and Castle Beach. Romantic names, romantic places. In contrast, at Aberdeen, they see the crowded sampans. Then they go across the water to the floating restaurants, where they choose their own seafood while it's still swimming, and have it cooked before them. Champion swimmers. Champion eaters, too. But at length the tour is over. It's goodbye to Hong Kong and back to Australia. These are Australia's world record breakers, youngsters who between them have held almost every record in the book. They are the champions of the world, but they're modest champions. always ready to learn and ready to pass on what they have learned. These, scientifically trained, form the greatest team of swimmers any country has ever produced. And along Australia's golden beaches, in pools in the cities and outback towns, champions of the future are modeling their style and their training on the world champions of today, Australia's record breakers.